Running is taking over the UK streets. From sprinting to marathons, there's a distance for everyone. So far this year, we've seen 2 sub-2 hour marathons set on the UK's roads. As well as this, we've seen British sprinters dominate on the world stage early into the season. But what gets people into running in the first place? It seems like such an excruciating and painful task.
To be honest, I don't know. I think it's partly my love for the sport. I just love it. I love the training. I love just being the best I can, and I think that just brings the best out of me. And it's given me the opportunity to compete all over the world on such a global stage. And yeah, I'm just loving it, and I hope that there's so much more to come in the future.
And what motivates you most? Like to get you out of bed in the morning, go to run. What motivates you?
It's definitely not easy every day. I don't come into training loving every session and every run, but I think it's just that thought that I want to just be the best I possibly can, and I don't know what that is, so I want to keep training and keep competing until I get there.
Whilst the distance running scene around the country may be flourishing, the sprinting scene is the opposite. It's dying. Apart from the annual Diamond League track meet, which attracts over 50,000 fans, there aren't many professional meets hosted in the UK. This year, we are fortunate to have the European Championships hosted in Birmingham and the Commonwealth Games hosted in Glasgow. But in other years, athletes turn their attention towards events like the Stratford Grand Prix, an open athletics meeting hosted at the London Stadium warm-up track. The event has attracted elite athletes such as Jeremiah Azu, Alex Haydock-Wilson and Sam Reardon.
Open up, but also early open up for today.
Back to the roads now, where run clubs are becoming a new third space for young Londoners. Not only do they build fitness, they also build community. Runners are encouraged to leave their comfort zones and push themselves. Influencers, or as they're now called, runfluencers, like Jordan Izzet, have turned their passion into content and community.
So today, man's racing the bus P12 from Brockley Rise, the Chandos, sounds like Nando's, all the way to Surrey Quay Shopping Centre. I guess that's why it says Brockley Rise. Bit of roadwork here, hopefully works in my favour. Oh mate, I'm knackered. I've been waiting here for about 10-15 minutes now, and I really have other things to do today, so driver, if you ever see this video, good driving man, thank you.
Founded in 2023, OTC Run Club have built an amazing core of runners. They recently took on the annual Hackney Half. Let's hear from one of their members.
I think it's in my blood, the Kenyan heritage. I have the Kenyan band on my arm. It's just, I feel like it's just something that we do. So yeah, I'd say the Kenyan heritage, it's a big motivator for me to run, you know. We've got some Kenyan greats who are really good runners. So yeah, that's what I'd say. Swimming or gym. I used to swim a lot as a kid. It's a passion of mine, and I feel like it's quite a close equivalent to running. It's fun, it's challenging, and there's a sense of peace that swimming gives you, which I feel like you get from running as well. So yeah, swimming or gym. Gym seems to keep my head level, and swimming's just a peaceful thing to do. So yeah. I feel like that's like one and the same answer, in the sense that I like that it's challenging and it's hard and it gives you an opportunity to prove something to yourself, but at the same time, if you're challenging yourself in any way, it kind of sucks, because yeah, everyone knows what it feels like when your heart rate's sky high and you have to keep going on the rep. So yeah, one and the same answer. It's challenging, but yeah, that's good and bad at the same time. Wow, good question. I think just discover what I'm capable of. I feel like I said before, it's a really good opportunity to prove something to yourself. So I feel like the more you challenge yourself with running, I feel like the more you discover about yourself and what your actual limit is, because sometimes I feel like we limit ourselves more than we're actually capable of, and running really highlights those limits and what you're actually capable of. So yeah, just discover more about myself and my physical limits.
With athletics, it starts with coaching. A coach has the ability to identify talent right from the start and direct athletes to the event they would best suit. Most people stick with the same coaches they've had since they first started the sport. However, many others adopt coaches whilst at university. Let's hear from a coach who has pushed tons of athletes to the top level.
Season was probably the relay team at the BUCS Championship, so that's the University National Championships. The 4x100 men's relay team. So we had athletes in that team that were from 3 different coaching setups, which was unusual. And we came second in our race, and we beat really big universities. We beat Leicester and we beat Brunel, and we were only beaten by Sheffield Hallam. And the sports development officer was there, and he was watching it, and he is now the director for sport, and he was really blown away by the culture change and how much more together the team was. So that went really well. So I think that was my highlight. So this year, I think we've had quite a few improvements to the programme. And one way we can tell that is because we've got double the number of people training in the programme right now than we did this time last year. So that's been a big improvement. We've added an additional coach, and who's been very popular, and it's really helped the athletes to have that additional coach. And one other thing we've changed this year, which is notable, is we're doing monthly testing. That's quite popular with the athletes. It's really good to get an exact measure of where you're at in your training and be able to plan for the next month. And on Monday we did the testing for the 100-metre athletes, and now today, Wednesday, we're going to do the testing for the 200 metres and 400 metres. So that's another change that we've done this year, but we've got double the number of people training in the programme, so I think it's a big improvement on last year. Yeah, so we've got 4 team meetings this year. The first is on the 6th of December, that's in Loughborough. And then we've got the BUCS National Indoor Championships in February. We've got another 2 meeting against other universities in Leeds in March. And then in May is the final one of the year, which is in Manchester. And there's also ones that you can enter yourself. So you don't enter the team, but you can choose to enter those as well if you like. So there's multiple of those throughout the year. So there's plenty more for people to do on top of those 4 team competitions as well.
Many athletes opt to pick up athletics during their time in university. University allows students to try out different sports without pressure or expectation. You're simply there to enjoy your time. This is what I did, and I was able to represent my university at competitions such as BUCS, competing against some of the best athletes in the country. Let's hear from some other athletes who were able to compete at the BUCS Nationals annually.
So as BUCS champion in the 400 hurdles, does that add pressure coming into your winning season?
I think a little bit. It's quite early in the year, and I think we put a good time down, and I was quite happy with my time. You sort of have that expectation to carry it on for the rest of the year, so it's a little bit of pressure to keep on improving, but I like the pressure. It definitely gives me a reason to come out and perform, so yeah, there's pressure, but I enjoy it, so yeah.
Tell me about the transition from BUCS to more full-time running.
Well, obviously when you're in BUCS, you're doing university, so I got a lot more time to focus on training, keeping my mind right, less stress, and I think it's showing now. It's only my 2nd race in the season, already running 10.4, so yeah, it's good signs,
Some BUCS athletes are good enough to be able to take their talents overseas. Let's hear from someone who has made that transition.
Alright, so congratulations on your silver medal today.
Appreciate you, thank you.
How different is the NCAA system compared to BUCS? Obviously you dominated BUCS whilst you were here, now you're at NCAA's and winning. What's the major differences?
That's a great question, actually. I've not been really asked that. I think the main difference is sort of the mentality of the NCAA. It's sort of kill or be killed. Everyone's doing great things every single week, so you have to stay on point in your practice and training. You can never be satisfied with what you've done because there's always someone else that's trying to outwork you. And I think that's really, really helped me this season, sort of continuing to improve and grow and never be satisfied.
And with your goal, as you said, never be satisfied. As we saw with the NCAAs, you saw a lot of records broken, even a world record. Is that something you believe that you could reach, given your development over the last year?
Of course, yeah. My attitude to that is, I mean, they're great athletes, amazing athletes, yeah, but at the end of the day, they're human. So if they can do it, why can't I do it? And that's something I'm going to be looking forward to improve, to grow. And once you focus on the growth, those sort of things will come as they come in God's timing and everything like that.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Do you know what the biggest difference between UOB and University of Washington is?
I feel like it's just racing for the points, racing to get through the heats and finals. And I really think that I worked on that this last year, and hopefully that's going to help this weekend.
Away from running and the track events, the field events of athletics are neglected, especially the throwing events. Despite jumping events not having as much attention as the track events, athletes such as Swedish pole vault world record holder Mondo Duplantis and American NCAA women's long jump record holder Tara Davis Woodhall bring attention to their events. Throwing events, however, lack the big names that people would want to see. Throwing events also aren't prioritised during TV broadcasts as they take place during track events. Zara Obama-Kinwa is the current British champion in the discus throw. Let's hear from her.
So coming into the event with a red bib, does that add any pressure to you?
No, not really. I'm used to kind of being UK leader, so yeah, just came in. It's a regular comp. Well, it's not a regular comp, but it's a comp nonetheless.
Congratulations with the gold.
Thank you.
It wasn't a time to qualify for European outdoors. Is that something you're still looking to for the remainder of your season?
Hopefully. By invitation most likely, but hopefully distances will come up and we'll go to Europeans. Yeah.
What's next for athletics in the country? What can bring the sport out of the shadows of football, which dominates the country? Later this year, AFLOS is coming to London. The women's only athletics event will bring some of the biggest names in the sport to the city. Athletes like Olympic medalists Masai Russell, Sha'Carri Richardson and Gabby Thomas will look to win prize money at the Stone X Stadium in September. The Crystal Palace National Sports Centre is set to undergo a much needed refurbishment. Opened in summer 1964, the centre caters to all sports, featuring a 15,000 capacity athletic stadium, 400 metre outdoor track and 60 metre indoor warm-up track. Announced in 2023 by London Mayor Sadiq Khan, a £130 million redevelopment of the facility looks to give it new life. Planning permission for this was recently accepted in early 2026. Prior to the London 2012 Olympic Games, the world's best athletes would compete at the stadium. Let's hope it can return to its former glory. On the other side of the city, London also wants to host the 2029 World Athletics Championships, last hosted in 2017. It will be challenging as current tenants of the stadium, West Ham United, would be unwilling to temporarily move from the stadium despite their current relegation, which goes against the purpose of the stadium. Overall, with the growth in the sport, we will soon see it translated into packed stadiums, record race entries, and grow a sport which can rival football in the country.